Hello, in this video I'm going to be doing some examples for you. So the first example is circumference of the circle, trying to find the circumference. First thing I'd like to do on this worksheet is I want to write the formula. So formula for finding the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. We know that 2 of the radiuses is the same as the diameter, so you can also write circumference as the diameter times pi. Either one works. Okay, so the first question says, since this gives us radius, I'll be using this one right here. So this is my workspace over here. It doesn't really matter where I do my work. So the circumference is 2 times pi. Oh, and I want to give my answer in terms of pi. So I don't really need to write that multiply there, but that's exactly what it means. To 2 times pi times, and the radius is 4. So what's 2 times 4? 8. And that's why I'm going to keep my answers in pi. It's so much easier doing that. So I can say my circumference is 8 pi. If I said to round to the nearest tenths, I would just put this in a calculator. 8 times pi, or if you had to work it out, you'd go 8 times 3.14. Oops. There you are. And then you do it the long old way. Okay, so keeping it in terms of pi is much, much easier. And now next example. Let's go to area of a circle. Again, I like to put the formula here. Area equals pi r squared. So I need to know the radius. Let's say if I'm given the diameter. So we know that the radius is half of the diameter. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So I know my radius is 4. So I'm going to plug this bad boy in. Area equals pi, 4 is my r, 4 squared. And 4 is not 4 squared is not 4 times 2. It's pi 4 times 4. What's 4 times 4? I can't hear you guys. Yes, 16. So I can say it's 16 pi. Doesn't matter if I write the 16 in front or behind the pi. Usually write it in front. So my area in terms of pi is 16 pi. 16 pi. Pretty easy when you keep it in terms of pi. Alright. Next example. Find the radius and diameter. So I'm given the circumference. Circumference is 2 pi r. Again, always write it up there. It just makes things easier. So here we have the circumference is 12. So it tells you that 12 pi, right, circumference, it gives you the circumference. So I'm just plugging that bad boy in. 12 pi equals 2 pi r. That's exactly what I said right here, right? Circumference is 2 pi, or 12 pi, equals pi r squared. I want to get this r by itself. I want to get that r by itself. And since this is all multiplication, I just do the opposite, which is division. Divide by 2 pi, divide by 2 pi. This cancels out, this cancels out, these pi's cancel out. What's 12 divided by 2? 6. So now I have, it's all, let me rewrite it so it's pretty. 6 equals, that cancels, r. So my radius is 6. If it was asking for the diameter, I found the radius of 6. What would my diameter be? Yes, 12. It's twice this radius. Alright. Next example. Again, this is finding area, or from area they want to know radius and diameter, so I'm going to write the formula for area. Pi r squared, just so I have that up there for reference. Again, it gives me the area, so it says 25 pi is equal to pi r squared. This is multiplication, so I want to get rid of this pi over here on that side. Remember, here's a little visible line. I want to keep things separate. I want to get this onto that side. So divide by pi, cancels that out. Divide by pi, cancels that out. So now I have 25 equals radius squared. I just want the radius, so I got to get rid of this little exponent here. The opposite of squaring something is to take the square root. Take the square root, kind of cancels out. See how I kind of went through that square? So what's the square root? Something times itself is 25. What times what is 25? 5. 5 equals, and remember I got rid of that 2, so now I just have the r by itself. So my radius is 5, but it's asking for the diameter. The radius is 5. We know the diameter is double that, so 10. Thank you very much. See you guys later.